Hello everybody, welcome back to the Literary Foodie. Today our chapter is berry and we're making chicken mushroom burgers with a strawberry ketchup. Yay! Okay everybody, so as you can tell, I am really not looking forward to the next episode. I kind of gave you a little teaser about why that is. So just to start out, I've never liked mushrooms ever since I was a little kid. Like, I kid you not, like, they're just one food that I've just never liked. I don't know if it's just like a combination of the way they look, the way they smell. Well, the way they smell is, ugh, I'm not looking forward to stinking up my apartment. 3, they don't taste very good. I know a lot of people say, oh, but if you cook them, they taste like meat. Meat does not taste like chewy styrofoam. And 4 is probably the texture. So some textures with me are just kind of like my girlfriend Summer knows that I don't like watermelon because it has such a funky texture. Same with my friend Summer. She hates watermelon. I know a lot of you are probably like, what? How could you possibly hate watermelon? And then I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who are like, how could you possibly hate mushrooms? They're delicious. With mushrooms, I feel like you're kind of on one side or the other. Like, you either love them or you absolutely hate them, like I do. I'm sure my sister is just going to adore watching this episode and watching me cringe and make funny faces. So with that, the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and make our strawberry ketchup. This is going to be interesting. I hope I don't barf while I'm making this video. What am I doing? Okay, everybody, so the first thing that we're going to do for making our strawberry ketchup is we're going to go ahead and mince up our garlic, our really huge shallot here. Then we're also going to mince up our ginger, and we're going to saute them until they're nice and fragrant. So the next thing we need to do is we need to wash and chop up our mushrooms. They're just so gross. I don't want to cut them off. Okay, guys, so I washed the mushrooms, and I'm gonna go ahead and chop them up. Ew, they're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. Ugh, they're just so gross and just ew. Okay, so it says to coarsely chop them. I'm gonna guess that's coarsely chopped. Yeah, so I never ever cook mushrooms because like I said before, I don't like them. I got these after doing a little research, claiming that they're like the mildest of the mushrooms to use because, quite frankly, when I'm eating this, I really don't want to know that there's mushrooms in my burger. So yeah, I might puke during the tasting of the burger. So I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why I don't like mushrooms. I think it might stem. I think it might come from the fact that my grandfather and I, when I was a kid, we used to go out into the woods and find these wild ones that apparently are really flavorful and really expensive, and people go gaga for them. Maybe you've heard of them. They're called morels, but they're crazy expensive. And he and I, we would go out, you know, and hunt for them and whatnot. That one is gross, gross, gross. He and I would go out and hunt for them and whatnot. And if we found any, you know, sometimes we wouldn't find any. But if we did, we had to take them back to the house and cook them up. And then that was my reward. I got to eat one. And I always tried to claim that, you know, me going hunting for them was fun and my reward, but that didn't cut any dice with my mom or my grandmother or anybody. So I got smart, and I realized that if I picked the smallest one and kind of swallowed it like a pill with water, I didn't have to taste it. But then my grandparents' house would be like reeking of these mushrooms after cooking. So yeah, their house just stank of these mushrooms, and ugh, it was just not fun. All right, that looks about like 2 cups. We're gonna go ahead and saute our ginger, shallot, and garlic. So we're gonna go ahead and cook our garlic, shallot, and onion, or garlic, shallot, and ginger with some butter until it gets nice and fragrant. It's already fragrant. Hopefully this will overpower the smell of the mushrooms. Yeah. Well, I have to say, guys, this mixture smells really good. Once our aromatics, as we like to call them, are tender, we're going to go ahead and add the mushroomies. Yay! Well, they look pretty tender and fragrant to me. So we're going to go ahead and add our mushrooms. And cue Stink Up the Apartment, phase 1. Oh, I cannot believe I am cooking mushrooms, you guys. This is one food that I thought I'd never cook, just because I don't like them. But knowing my luck, in the future I'll have some really weird child, and they'll be like, I like mushrooms, Mommy, and I'll be like, good for you, you just enjoy them. Knowing my luck. Okay, that says that we need to cook our mushrooms until they are completely dry. Alright, I also got our strawberries. I went ahead and got some frozen strawberries, just because, like, I kind of like their flavor a little bit better than the fresh ones right now. I mean, it's February. We don't have fresh strawberries here in Massachusetts this time of year. So I went ahead and did the next best thing and got frozen. So, yeah. Okay, so it looks like our mushrooms are starting to ooze a little bit. I guess that's what it means by cooking them dry, because I guess they've got some water content going on. Yuck. Okay, you guys, so it looks like our onions are just about dry. All that juice in there is starting to evaporate. See how it's kind of... Oh god, that smells terrible. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to stay away from this stink cloud here as much as I can until these are done cooking. Ooh. That was close. Yep, just about dry. Okay, you guys, our strawberry ketchup mushroom sauce is starting to look a lot like strawberry mushroom soup. So the strawberries are almost done, and then I'm going to let it cool down a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and blend it and turn it into our ketchup. Forget to mince that subscribe button, guys, so you know when my next episode comes in. I have to say, the mushrooms are pretty easy to cut. That's a +1, if you call it that, in their favor. Yeah, they're very soft. I guess, kind of styrofoamy in texture. At least cutting them. But again, I'm still kind of off-put by their texture, especially their smell. I found a lovely pine-scented candle from this past holiday, so hopefully that will help to mask the aromas of the mushies. Okay, guys, so check out our mushrooms. They are starting to brown. So this is what we want right here. Yep, they are starting to get nice and brown. And once they are done browning, we're going to set them aside to cool, because then don't forget we need to add them to our ground chicken. Yuck! Hopefully they taste better than what they look. There we go. Alright, I'm only going to make 3 for now. Alright, well, they don't look too bad. Oh, that one fell apart. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Just gonna kind of let that melt there a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alright, you guys, here comes the moment of truth. The jam is done, the burgers are done. Now I get to try strawberry ketchup by itself, just to see, because I always do that. I always try my sauces and then the finished entree together, just to kind of see what I'm going with here. I have to say, cooking with mushrooms today, like, yeah, they do still look and smell gross to me. Cooking with them is not so bad. I'm sure if I used another variety like portobello or cremini or oyster or any of those, they have very different textures, they have very different aromas and flavors. With that being said, let's try the ketchup. Oh, Tia, I'm gonna step on you. Okay, so still kind of that grainy consistency. It doesn't smell bad because it has the strawberries in it. And like I said before, I love strawberries, so let's give it a whirl. It's so weird. Like it's almost like I'm eating like a weird strawberry like spiced jam. Like I don't taste the mushrooms at all because they've been pureed. And the coriander and of course the ginger gives it a really kind of fresh, vibrant kind of taste. Can I help you? No? Cats. But yeah, like the sauce is very unusual. I'm sure you could put other things with it. Now I get to try the burger. And here it is, you guys. Here is the final burger, if you will. It looks very juicy, looks very tender. I slathered it in the strawberry jam. Do I really have to eat this? Here we go. I can't. It's just the whole eating mushrooms thing. Just. Okay. I will be completely honest with you guys right now. The burger itself is very flavorful, very tender, very juicy. The ketchup makes a nice pairing with the chicken. But I can't do mushrooms. Like, ugh. I'm gonna try to find another piece. Like, if it wasn't for the mushrooms, you guys, this burger would be delicious. But just the spongy bits in there, just ugh. Maybe if I made this without the mushrooms, it would taste a heck of a lot better. Yeah. Like, the sauce is great. The sauce is delicious. Even though it has mushrooms in it, which are so finely pureed, you can't even tell if they're in there. It's just the fact that I can feel my teeth chomping down on those mushroom bits just is such a turn off for me. But my final review, sauce is great. I would love to pair it with other things. The burger is great without the mushrooms. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe it. I made and ate a dish that had mushrooms in it. I can't believe I did that. 1, without throwing up. 2, without like running, screaming the opposite direction. Wow. Okay, I feel very accomplished. Well, that's it from me, you guys. Stay tuned next week. I'll give you a little teaser in a few days from now. I'll tell you what it is. But please like and subscribe. Mince that subscribe button, ding that bell, do whatever you gotta do. And I will see you guys next week. Oh no, mushrooms.